Hello YouTube friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to talk with you about vacuuming sand, and it's very different from working with gravel, and if you do it incorrectly you're going to just get frustrated. So let's talk about what it is you need to do and what you need to not do when you're vacuuming sand. Like the sand I have in the tank here, which is by design because I have Geophagus in there who sift it, through their mouths, outside their gills. So you don't want anything that is in any way abrasive, because that abrasiveness eventually can create soreness or even create wounds that can become infected. So you want a very fine sand, and there is a right way and a wrong way to work with that kind of sand. So let's get into that now. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that bell, that sub button, and all that good stuff, and that way you'll tell YouTube that you like the content of the channel, and they will then recommend the channel to other fish keepers. Thank you so much for doing that. It's really appreciated. So let's talk a little bit about how to work with a fine sand substrate. Using a python, let's go ahead and get a siphon started. And when you're using a very light, like talc, this is a very, very light sand, all you need to do really is gently move the siphon tube just back and forth, and that will dislodge the particles that are resting on the surface of the sand. Do not put that tube into the sand. You'll just end up with a blocked tube and a bunch of sand in a bucket. It's not worth it. So just work it back and forth, gently back and forth, and you'll be able to pick up the particles that way without sucking up a lot of sand. It's almost impossible not to suck up some sand, as you can see right here. When you move the core, like in this case here where I moved the piece of driftwood that was there, you'll always find waste underneath it. No matter how deeply lodged the decor is, waste always seems to figure out a way to get down in there. Let the waste settle back down onto the sand after you move the piece of decor, and then again, just take that tube and gently wave it back and forth, just like a wand, back and forth over that area, and you'll notice that the pieces will come loose from where they're resting on the sand and get sucked up the siphon hose. Some people like to rake, really deeply rake the sand. If you follow my channel, you know I'm trying to grow some bacteria in the sand. So I might do a real gentle raking of just the periphery, just a very light 1/8 of an inch on the surface, just to turn the sand over and brighten it up a bit. Some people even add a little bit of sand after each time they vacuum, just to brighten up the sand. When you're cleaning the inside of your panels using something like this, be real careful that you have no sand on the sponge, because that sand will work as an abrasive, like sandpaper, and it'll really start to score and scratch the glass. So watch out with sand, because it can go ahead and lodge into that sponge and then mark up your glass. Just something to be aware of. So that's how I do it. And if you have any comments or questions or tips on how you do it, I'd love to hear about it, as would other people who read the comments under my videos. Be sure to comment below, and don't forget to rate and all that good stuff. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending what you thought. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, where we can talk about this and other fish keeping topics, whatever's on your mind, at the Cichlids and Coffee live stream. That's on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's 8 a.m. Pacific. Sorry guys, I know that's early. And or 11 a.m. Eastern. If you're over in the UK or Philippines or Taiwan or Australia. I have no idea when that is, but 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. East Coast, Eastern Time here in the United States. And I do appreciate all of you from all over the world that watch the channel. And I hope to see you on Saturday. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.